Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to another show of El Camerino Deportivo, First in Sports. In today's show, we will be mentioning families. Why families? Because you guys asked for it once again. You guys asked for the top 15 NBA families of all time. And why am I doing the theme and topic families? Like me and Doctor, we are a family. We will be doing topics about families in the next few programs so you guys can know and hear about the families who have been involved in sports. Let's go with the first family, Doctor.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Curry family. Del Curry is a long-time sharpshooter, and he was 4 times NBA champion, revolutionized the game with a three-point shooting. Seth Curry, reliable NBA guard and elite shooter. And Stephen Curry.
Who doesn't know Stephen Curry?
Well,
Tell us a little bit about him.
Well, he is a 4 times national NBA champion. He's the leader all-time three-point, and he is the captain and the leader of that Golden State team.
Talk to us a little bit about the legacy of the family. I can tell you a little bit about it. Stephen Curry has alone, by himself, changed the way basketball has been played. You see, before people used to go to the games and they would arrive minutes before the game. Now, every time the Golden State Warriors play home or away, you see the crowd coming out to the venues to actually see how Stephen Curry and the Warriors actually practice. Why? Because alone by itself, Stephen Curry steals the show with everything he does in his pregame. You have seen him, Doctor, with everything he's done in the basketball court. He's always throwing up threes from everywhere, and he hits them from half court, anywhere. And he gets excited like he's a kid. And that's what it's all about.
He's incredible. The shot that he takes, I don't think that many people can do that.
He's been impressive since the time he played in Davidson University. Speaking of the second family, the Bryant family. Who's the Bryant family, you ask me? Fine, I'll tell you. Joe Jelly Bean Bryant, a former NBA and international player. And who's his son? Kobe Bryant, the legend. 5-time NBA champion, MVP, the global icon, Hall of Famer. We lost him too soon in this world due to a tragedy. The legacy of his family is one of the most admired, and it's one of the most influential players in history alongside with his dad. Speaking of that, his dad played in Italy.
Yeah, and he was also a good player. So,
Talk to us about the third family.
like what?
The third family.
The Walton family. Bill Walton, everybody knows that he's a Hall of Famer. 2 times NBA championship with what team? Do you remember?
Was it Portland?
Portland.
I don't know. Was it Portland or was it the Lakers?
The Lakers. And Luke Walton, NBA player and a coach, won title with the Lakers, and his legacy impact on and off the court, especially commentary and coaching.
Speaking of that, talk to us about when you saw Bill Walton play.
No, he was a great player. In those days, UCLA had one of the most impressive basketball team in the history of NCAA. Those teams from UCLA was incredible. You know, they were winning and winning straight championships, and they have the greatest, I think, tenors of the history of the basketball in NCAA.
Speaking of
They have Lou Alcindor, they have Al Walton, and
speaking of them, Doctor, I remember you talking to me about their head coach. What was his name? Tell us.
no, tell me, you tell me.
I actually remember that the legacy of their actual manager. Right now, I remember that you told me he had a legacy of winning, I think, 9 or 10 championships in 12 years? Consecutive years when he was with UCLA. What was his name?
I don't remember now. I just forget. What's his name? I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but I just remember that the legacy of UCLA basketball was rich in history because of their manager, their actual head coach. So let's go to the following family while I think about that head coach. The fourth family we will be talking about will be the Barry family. The Barry family, why? Because the Barry family had Rick Barry, the Hall of Famer, NBA champion Rick Barry, ABA champion Rick Barry, and a top 75 player, alongside with his son, Brent Barry, an NBA champion, and his other kids, John and Drew family, were also in the NBA. They were deep in a family legacy. Why? Because they excelled in basketball. Tell me a little bit about them for a second, Doctor, while I come back.
Barry was one of the greatest basketball players I have seen. Well, I was in college, and he's one of the greatest of all time. And his family has a big legacy in the history of NBA and college tournaments. The next family that we'll have is the Thompson family. We have Michael Thompson, that was NBA champion with the Lakers. Klay Thompson, you know Klay Thompson, 4 times NBA champion, the latest shooter and all-star, and him with Curry took Golden State for the championship 4 times. So he's one of the greatest basketball players, and Thompson family. His legacy is one of the greatest shooting families in NBA.
Speaking of that, Doctor, if do you remember anything about Klay Thompson's dad exactly with the Lakers?
I don't remember that.
Michael Thompson was a great leader in the 70s when they actually played and won the championship. Speaking of the manager, the head coach that we were talking about in UCLA, John Wooden. John Wooden was the GOAT of coaching for a long while in NCAA history. Let's talk about the 6th family that we consider among some of the greatest in NBA history, the Rivers family. Doc Rivers, NBA champion as a coach, and he also played in the NBA. We also have that he was a former All-Star player alongside with his son, Austin Rivers. who also plays in the NBA. His family's legacy is amazing as a player, as a coach, and as a father is significant. Let's talk about the seventh family. You used to talk to me about this player particularly when he played for Portland, Doctor. The Sabonis family. Who is the Sabonis family?
Well, we have Arvidas Sabonis. He's an international legend. He played NBA All-Star, and Domantas Sabonis is a multiple-time NBA All-Star.
With Lithuania, Doctor. Great legacy of players have come out of Lithuania. People only talk about USA basketball, but it's a moment where we gotta talk about sports all over the world, not just in the United States. We gotta talk about sports all over the world, and especially Lithuanian basketball has also been rich in history. And this legacy of this family is because they're elite big men with international and NBA acclaim, which that means they have the pedigree of being great players, not just in the NBA, but internationally as well. We will be talking about,
Can you talk about Hardaway family?
yes, Tim Hardaway Sr., Hall of Famer, killer crossover legend. Also, with his son, Tim Hardaway Jr., solid NBA scorer. The legacy was carried by the guard tradition of the family with flair and offense. We will be talking about the ninth family in NBA, which is
The Payton family. We got Gary Payton. He's a Hall of Famer, NBA champion, elite defender.
Speaking of Gary Payton, I don't know if you remember, he played for the Seattle Supersonics back when they had Sean Kemp. They called Gary Payton the glove for a reason because he was magic with defense. He was amazing. We'll talk about his son next, Gary Payton II. Gary Payton became an NBA champion with the Golden State Warriors. You guys see this? Legacies with families. We saw Gary Payton Jr. II. We saw Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry. What do you guys see here in common? Their nucleus was based on players who had families in the NBA in basketball. And he was also a defensive standout, Gary Payton II. Their legacy is the defense, toughness, and grit passed down all over. Talk to us about the Giroux family. The Giroux family is the Holiday family. Giroux actually won the NBA championship with Justin and Aaron Holiday. All played in the NBA. Giroux also became an NBA champion, elite two-way guard. Their legacy. Do you know what their legacy is, Doctor? That they are the only trio of brothers to play in the same NBA game.
That's very curious.
That's very curious because some people were talking about in one time that it was going to be the Antetokounmpo family, but the Holiday family got ahead of them.
It's almost the same in baseball. There is a family also.
Two families.
That
Two families
three
in baseball.
brothers played together.
We will be talking about that in the show in the future. In the next show. In the 11th place of the NBA families that we will mention is the Grant family. Horace Grant, four-time NBA champion. You remember Horace Grant with the Chicago Bulls?
When we used to live in the United States, we were living in Michigan, and we used to go to games. And that time they have one of the greatest teams in history, and we were lucky to see him playing with the Chicago Bulls.
We have also Jeremy and Jerian Grant, which are current NBA players. Harvey Grant, former NBA forward, is the twin brother of Horace Grant. You see this? Their legacy is a sustained success across multiple generations. Number 12 family. What's the number 12 family, you ask me?
The Antetokounmpo family.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo, two-time MVP, NBA champion, Thanasis and Kostas NBA players, both NBA champions as well. Their legacy is international, inspirational, and athletic excellence in basketball.
This season he's injured, so he's out of the semifinals.
They're already eliminated from the playoffs, so we will be seeing him next year. But the thing is, will we be seeing him again with Milwaukee? That's the key question. Time will tell. Then number 13 family will be the Jones family. Caldwell, Will Charles, and Major Jones played all in the NBA. Also, their family legacy is that all four brothers reached the league in the NBA. Then number 14 family, the Porter family. Who's the Porter family? Michael Porter Sr., coach and former player. Michael Porter Jr. studied in the University of Missouri, doctor. And also John Tate Porter. They played in the NBA. Also, their legacy is rising generations with strong upside. And the final family is the Nance family. What can you tell us about the Nance family?
I don't remember too much about it.
The Nance family, Larry Nance Sr., dunk contest champion, all-star. Also, Larry Nance Jr., NBA player, versatile forward, alongside with the legacy of the family of the Nance family is that they're so athletic and respected family presence in NBA history. We talked about on this show NBA families. Why didn't we mention Michael Jordan's family? Because only Michael Jordan made the NBA. You see, we only mentioned families who have been in the NBA together, who have actually played in the NBA. So, in the next show, we will be talking about Major League Baseball, Doctor. Where you guys will see that Major League Baseball has lots and lots of players who have impacted in Major League Baseball. Major League families have a rich history of having lots of players who have actually had players who have come and played in MLB. I'm gonna say one family which I don't think we'll mention in that show, but is also in baseball, Roger Clemens and his son. So I hope you guys tune in to the next show of Sports Locker Room Show, where we will be touching base on Major League Baseball and families.
Good night and have a nice night.
Just remember, you have to subscribe to El Camerino Deportivo in YouTube. Keep tuning in to the Sports